Hey there, welcome to the Not Just Mama podcast, the show where we talk about building businesses, chasing dreams, raising little yous, and keeping it real through all the chaos. We're diving into mindset, motivation, and all things mompreneur life, all while microwaving our coffee for the 20 millionth time. I'm your host, Heather Madsen, a dream-chasing mompreneur who knows exactly what it's like to juggle big ambitions with a million daily tasks. Because let's be honest, we're not just moms. We're wives, we're partners, we're daughters, friends, creators, dreamers, and so much more. And just because we're raising little tiny humans doesn't mean we have to put our dreams on the back burner. We deserve to chase them, build something incredible, and make a difference, all while being amazing moms. So go ahead and nuke that coffee once again and get comfy, because we're diving in. Hey guys, so I feel like I'm actually in the middle of some sort of funk right now. And I mean, life is just getting the best of me. And honestly, it's been really, really hard to even think about recording this podcast episode and just showing up for you guys in general. I don't know what you went through this week, but I really hope that it was like way smoother than mine. I've been on just a total roller coaster of emotions, honestly. And I mean, it started with the hockey tryouts for my children, between the hockey tryouts for them and all the drama that literally came from it. I mean, the coaching situation, I don't know, but it is what it is. um, and not just that, just, starting homeschooling for the very first time with my kids. And let me just say that homeschooling is no easy task. It's kind of hard, actually. That first day that I started with them, I mean, there were some tears and some arguing and just like power struggles, right? And I literally wanted to throw the towel in more than one time. It was kind of awful in many ways. And it did get better, but I kept asking myself, who am I to teach my kids, right? So yeah, roller coaster. And honestly, all of it completely consumed me this week. Like I didn't even stop to think or work on my online business. And it pulled me away from my mission in a way, right? And I had to really fight with myself to get myself back on track. But I guess I'm here. I mean, I pressed record and I showed up. And that's really what I want to talk about today, honestly, is kind of how to get yourself out of a funk when it feels like life is literally taking over. So I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to just kind of share my thoughts on all of that with you and share with you also how to kind of just straighten up and get your mindset right again, right? And I mean, just even for a moment, just to feel normal again for a second and forget about all the drama and all the stuff that is kind of just taking over. Because I really know how hard it is when things just aren't going your way and the motivation ship has just kind of sailed. And especially as busy moms, it is so easy to just get distracted and feel overwhelmed and to gravitate towards whatever feels more urgent in the moment. Am I right? But I do want to remind you that that funk or the problem, the drama, whatever it is that you may be going through in different periods of your life, it is temporary. And like, I know in the moment, it never feels like it's going to go away, but I assure you it does. But your emotions are valid. I feel like our feelings are more likely to be heightened when going through a phase or hardship, and it's totally normal to feel that way because we are totally human. So today, let's talk about some ways that you can shift your mindset from the funk or the drama or whatever is going on in your life, or if it goes on in your life in the future. I just want to show you ways that you can still show up for your business, show up for yourself, even when you don't feel like it. So let's start with the mindset shift, because I think a lot of that has to do with our mindset, right? So number one, you got to remind yourself why you're doing this. So go back to your original vision that kind of just sparked all of this for you, okay? Is it something like more time with your kids? That was one of my desires for sure. Financial freedom, like everyone wants financial freedom, right? So that's a plus for everyone. Did you want a creative outlet that was just kind of yours? And I want you to really just anchor deep into that bigger why you started your business. Okay. Number two, I want you to check in with your future self. Okay. And that's kind of hard to do sometimes, but I want you to ask yourself, will my future self be happy with this choice that I'm unavailable and not able to do what I need to do because I am in this funk and I let it get the best of me, right? I mean, think about it this way, okay? I know right now, skipping today or whatever you need to do really feels good in the moment, right? It feels good right now. But you got to ask yourself, will it feel good a month from now when you've lost the momentum? Like, basically, are you going to have regrets? Number three, I want you to know that this is temporary. And I kind of mentioned this already, but I'm going to say it again. That funk, that frustration you're feeling, the overwhelm, the drama, whatever it is that is going on in your life. I mean, maybe you're just having a great time right now, but I'm just saying, in the future, if all this happens or if it has happened before, I want you to remember that all of that stuff doesn't last. It goes away eventually. We can't all live in that thing forever, right? So don't give it more power than it deserves. Okay. And you got to tell yourself that. Tell yourself that this is a moment and it's not forever. Okay. So, what do we do? What are some action steps we can take today? Some practical things that we can do to get busy in our business again. Number one, you can carve out about 20 minutes, okay? 20 minutes is such a small amount of time in a 24-hour day. So I believe you can do it. If you can just push everything aside and just put your focus on 20 minutes where you're not thinking about anything else, okay? So set a timer, no distractions, and work on one single thing. Okay. I know like things may feel heavy sometimes and you just feel like you can't do it, but try to stop thinking about everything that's going on and focus on one good thing you can do for your business and do it for 20 minutes. I mean, you'll be really amazed at how much you can get done when you lower the pressure for yourself and just start. Number two, and I'm going to say this because I know like a lot of us have big goals and big things we want to accomplish, but there are also easy little things we can do to get there. Okay. So batch those easy wins. When motivation is low in your life, don't force the hardest task. It's going to make you feel defeated. Instead, I want you to knock out just a few quick, small wins, like maybe scheduling a post or writing a caption to something or outlining your next idea or blog post or podcast idea. You can literally outline a blog post or a podcast idea in 20 minutes if you put your mind to it. Think of the one thing that you need to do, okay? But I promise you that once you put your pen to your paper, you'll get going and the momentum will just build from there. Okay. Number three, I want you to create like a bare minimum plan. Okay. When you're feeling overwhelmed, you're not going to want to do everything that you've got to do. So, what's the one thing that you feel that you can commit to no matter how crazy your life can get or feel? Maybe it's one post a week, one podcast episode a week, one blog post a week, or 10 minutes of just writing down, brainstorming your ideas. You really don't have to do everything, but in the moments where we feel overwhelmed as human beings, where we can't focus or something heavy is going on in our life, it's hard to want to do everything we want to do. But if you can do one small thing a day, 10 minutes, take that time, whatever it may be, 5 minutes even, but just do it. Give yourself permission to clear your mind of everything negative going on in your life. Or just sometimes, even with me, I kind of get in those moods where I'm like, oh, nothing's going my way. And I'm just feeling kind of sorry for myself and having a pity party. Well, I know that I can give myself 5 minutes a day to just push that aside and do something constructive, even if it's for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever it takes. But yeah, consistency doesn't really mean that you have to do everything on your to-do list. Honestly, it can really mean that you refuse to quit. So 5 minutes is better than no minutes, right? All right. And number 4, I feel like a lot of people can benefit from this. And sometimes when we open up to this, it actually motivates us to keep going. But sometimes we need to lean on some accountability, right? So tell somebody you're working on your business today, your partner, your husband, your friend, or even your kids. Like, they probably don't really care, right? I think my kids wouldn't. But just tell somebody that, hey, I'm going to work on my business today. Give me 10 minutes. Sometimes really just saying it out loud, it creates that follow through mindset that, okay, I'm determined and I can do it. I can get 10 minutes out of the way and just do it. All right. And the last one, number 5, is more of a mindset thing, but I want you to reframe rest or time off as just part of the process. Sometimes we need it, right? Sometimes staying consistent actually means just pressing pause for a moment in your business so that you can come back with fresh energy, okay? You can give yourself permission. And maybe if you really, really do need a break from your business and you just like to take a week or 2 off to clear your mind, take a little bit of time each day for 3 days to batch create whatever you need to, schedule it out, and get it done so that you can take that break. Because that way you can rest and you can recharge and you can come back with a new attitude. Taking a rest or time off is not quitting, okay? And we all deserve to have time off, because if we are always on the grind, always doing this, that, and we never get a break, that's when the burnout will happen. So give yourself permission to have a break, and taking a break is literally just a way to recharge your batteries. So here's what I really want you to think about today, because this past week, I've been in this funk, and it was really hard to get out of that, honestly. And I'm slowly, finally starting to get out of it and feel motivated. But showing up, even if it's for 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be a lot. There's little things in your business that you can do in the background that can progress you forward. Honestly, it just really has to be you continuing and not quitting. Because even taking just one small step forward, even in the middle of your funk, your chaos, whatever it may be, it just keeps you in the game. It doesn't mean that you're fully in. We're human, right? We don't have to be on all the time and fully into our business. We have to allow ourselves to be human too. Okay. So the next time life pulls you into a funk, I want you to try one of these strategies and remember that your vision, your dream, and your mission still matter, even if you really don't feel in the moment it is. You really don't have to do it all. Save the big tasks for when you're fully there, fully functional, as my kids would say. They tell me that everything is fully functional, like their shorts or their pants or whatever they're wearing is fully functional. And I'm like, is this the new cool thing to say? I don't even know. So yeah, you just have to keep showing up in the ways that you can. Okay. Doesn't matter if it's a little or a lot, as long as you get something done. So I want to thank you for hanging out with me today. I know I'm a little bit in a funk, but hey, at least I showed up, right? If this kind of resonated with you, if you're going through something, yeah, email me and let me know about it. I would love to hear from you. Sometimes it's kind of encouraging to lift each other up and keep each other motivated. So yeah. And if you're loving the podcast, I would love it if you left a review, because it can help other people find this podcast. Okay. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my email list. And that is always a tongue twister for me to say. But so yeah, get on my email list so that you don't miss any upcoming episodes. And I also share tips, tricks, and just some things that I don't always share on this podcast. All right, until next time, keep moving forward one step at a time, even if it's only 5 minutes. All right, we'll see you in the next episode.